Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Once again, Rock Elite League action in the Bantam division. This is the gold medal playoff final. I am Matthew Carrick, alongside our JVI Sports Network crew, as we bring you the final game of the Bantam season here for Rock Elite League. A fantastic third place final game just took place between Team White and Team Black, as Blue work right to left here, taking a shot. Oh, and just covering up is Brady Curran. He's starter for Team Red. They obviously work left to right off that visitor bench. Straight down, and Wesley Carew, he's forced to make a good shoulder save right off the bat. Miles Newport gets swarmed here. We've had great finals all the way through the week. Visit rockeliteleague.com, hit the videos tab if you're looking for the junior or the Pee Wee finals or the midgets, as we'll have all three games in the midget division tomorrow night. Cutting through, shot and a goal there from Eddie Q. Opens the scoring off the third shot of the game. We've only played a minute and a half, already 5 shots and 1 goal. 5 combined shots, that is, between these two teams. As they go back to the face-off dot once again. Overtime required in the junior division final on Monday night. 2-goal margin of victory, including an empty net goal in our Pee Wee final last night, as Jack Budway tries to make it 2-0 early here for Blue, as now Luke Dawick diving through, makes contact, hard contact with Curran, and he'll get a roughing call after the goal. So put the goal on the board, and then Curran with the hard contact after. He's still on his knees in the crease. Trainer hasn't been called. It looks like just the throat guard maybe is loose. Mark Gardonio helping him out in the crease, but it will be Luke Dawick heading off, as now they ask for the clock to stop. It does at 21.06. 21 minutes and 6 seconds. That is, as Blue and Black finished actually tied in the standings 1 and 2. White was just 1 game behind that, and then way behind, relatively way behind was Red, as they only won 8 of their 21 through the regular season. But they win the semifinal last week against against Blue. Send them to the final here today. Luke Dawick and Chris Dong statistically tied atop the. Well, Dong has now played 1 extra game, as that's been updated. 141 points, as he had 5 in our semifinal game. So Luke Dawick now sits. He's increased his goal lead, as he's now got 74. That's 8 ahead, as he sits 12 assists behind and just 5 points. 4 now after that opening goal, but he is in the penalty box for 2 minutes. A roughing call afterwards, as he went over top of Brady Curran, as Red will set up their power play, led by Miles Newport. Cutting through now is Parker Johnston. He takes his shot. Carew able to gobble that one up. No rebound, as Blue will work out and down the floor. Spinning away from a check there is Phoenix Pullen. Or pardon me, that's Eddie Q, goal scorer for Team Blue. As Q still has it again. Number 14 with the red shoes. Another delayed penalty coming here. This one will be against Team Red. As now Tommy Hopkinson goes hard into his man. And it'll be an illegal cross check. So we've got a bit of 4-on-4 action. Jamie Batley in the door, screaming at his team as they were set up in the box, looking to play penalty kill. Ball gets popped out. Here's Aiden Jack. Those yellow gloves sprinting down the near side. He could be the fastest in this division as Thomas Richardson cuts back the other way. That will still be 4-on-4, 22 seconds left as we're on the board, Team Red. Started by the transition of Aiden Jack. Luke Dawick had left the box. He'll do so for real on the whistle. As the faceoff gets blown in, it is now a power play in favor of Team Blue as Dawick's back on the floor. Dawick all alone on the far side. He now accepts the pass after Q wins another faceoff. Dawick slowly over the restraining line. Passes to his right-hand side. Ball returned to this side as they try to get it back to Dawick. It skipped wide off the far boards. Trying to get it back in front. A huge stick check there, though. Eddie Q keeps it alive. Shoots into the legs of Curran. And where is the ball? It's caught up in the leg pad somewhere. Curran didn't look like he was ready for that shot. As Jack will now come down the far side. Bouncing off a couple defenders. 15 seconds left in the power play as Q comes in. Oh, a last-second kick save as Curran found that at the last second. Up top, here's Dawick. Over the restraining line, faked the big shot. That one skipped off something before hitting the net. Bounced straight to Q. He does get a shot. We're back to 5-on-5. As Blue will now pull out. Dawick looking to slow things down. Over the shoulder to the far side. Dawick sets a pick. Q the shot. And is caught up in the pads of Curran. And he'll hang on. Here's Jack down the floor. Parker Johnston. Carew been quiet in his zone here for a little bit. He just waves at that one as it goes wide from Thomas Richardson. And picked out of the crease. Team Blue will come back the other way. Big hit there from Richardson. He took Q hard into the boards. And as Q releases the ball, he's going to head off the floor here. Looks like just a regular change, not as a result of that hit. As Jaden Smith flips it off. Ty Taylor down to the crease, the shot, and comes after shot clock there from Ty Carty. And will now be brought up by Team Red. Played out here by Ethan Staten. Staten behind him to Newport. Miles Newport. Red toes on the shoes, red bucket. Matches the red everything else of his team. Oh, what a play to keep that in the stick. Bounced off 3 defenders. Did Miles Newport. And we're all tied up here with 16 minutes left to play. As Newport quickly back. So remain on the floor to play defense here. 9-5 of the shots in favor of the home side. That is Team Blue. As Dawick loses that faceoff. Stick got a little high from Zachary Smith. Up into the grill of Parker Johnstone. Mark Gardonio has the arm high. As Richardson will be the extra attacker. Phoenix pulling bright orange shorts on that far side, calling for it. It goes off the backboards. And back to corral it is Parker Johnstone at the restraining line. 3 on the clock as Pullen gets it back again. Carew makes the save, but it'll be an illegal cross check against Zachary Smith. As we said, that one rode a bit high. So back to the power play goes Team Red. Ended up evening the numbers, 4-on-4 in their last power play attempt. As Richardson and Hopkinson play catch up top. Now Phoenix Pullen gets involved. Hopkinson had cut to the net. It was white and red shoes, blue head on the stick, score the goal on the power play. Parker Johnston, Phoenix Pullen on the assist. And Johnston back to the faceoff dot. Eddie Q wins it. Tricky little play there from Q, who actually, as he flipped the stick, banged it with the back of his hand to make sure that ball didn't get stuck. Never seen that before. That's a pretty smart play. And how about that for a smart play? Q ripping the shot. A lot of movement in front of him, but he's got his second of the game. Watch him on the faceoff. We'll see if he does it again. A little smack of the back of the stick to make sure that ball gets out, because if it's stuck, it's a possession violation. Phoenix Pullen will oppose Q here on this faceoff. And we won't get a chance to see it as Q didn't win it cleanly as he scoops up. Q plays it back up top. Over to his right-hand side. Phoenix Pullen comes high. First check went a little bit high, then down into the arms. Down goes Ty Cardy. No call coming here as Cardy recovers. Now comes after the loose ball. Beats the double team. As they work into the corner, Jack McAlpine comes away with it. He's being harassed by Gavin Tebow. And it comes up over center, right to the restraining line. Big hit coming as they do get away the loose ball. And Connor Batley sends that one off the face of Wesley Carew. Official checks on him. He says, yeah, I'm good. Eddie Q up over center now on a bounce. Goes for Gavin Tebow. He chases it into the corner. Caleb Connell gets there first. As Connell still has a step on Tebow. Now passing it off over the top. Looking for Sam Ostafson on the crease. Stumbling a little bit is Ethan Harkins. As Harkins passes up over the middle. Oh, a huge hit there as Tommy Hopkinson came a long way to make that hit in front of his own bench. I think if there was clean contact that you make a case for charging there, but Jaden Smith over the top, hanging that stick way out behind him, and a double team comes in on Tommy Hopkinson. I think Smith and Harkins, not sure which one of those it was. It was one of them that got hit in front of the red bench looking for revenge. Here comes Hopkinson straight down the middle, lowers the shoulder, and the shot and a charge off the initial hit. And that's got Jamie Batley worked up over on the bench. Was that on the pick, or did he contact the goaltender afterwards? I'm not sure about that one. Jamie Batley doesn't like it, neither does Tommy Hopkinson. But that's got Some folks in the stands riled up as well. It is a power play for Team Blue. I'd love to see that one again. As we said, Hopkinson may have got away with a charge earlier in the shift. So perhaps, dare we say, makeup call as Aiden Jack now goes over the back of Tyler Ford. And it will be a checking from behind call against Aiden Jack. And that'll drop Team Red down 2 players here. So 5-on-3 in favor of Team Blue for the next minute and 5 seconds. We're under 10 to play here in period number 1. Off the post from Q, off the back of Curran, and that should be Q's goal. And the visitors bench again on Gardonio, as they said that ball, or a player ran through the crease as that one was bouncing through. Hopkinson will come back out. Aiden Jack remains in the box, and gotta tip your cap to Mark Gardonio here. He's had to explain two calls that had that red bench steaming. He's still in front of the red bench having a conversation as he watches the play from way behind, and as soon as he went over and talked to them, everything calmed right down, quieted down. Not sure if calm down is the correct way to describe that, but here's Ethan Staten. Thomas Richardson couldn't get a shot away as he had Tyler Ford all over him. Here is Ford at the restraining line. Still 35 seconds remaining in Blues power play as they work up over center. Ford up for Dawick now. Luke Dawick back for Tyler Ford. They've got one wide open in the corner. They do go down there now. 5 on the shot clock as it comes back for Jacobs Ferrazza. Ferrazza's shot goes wide, and Blue won't get another opportunity as it's just dumped into the corner by Joey Ferrazza. Only real difference is Jacobs got a bit of blue on the top of the shoe and red laces for Joey Ferrazza, who wears number 4. Jacob with number 5, but sticks and helmets and everything else the same for those two players. Caleb Connell takes a wide shot. Phoenix Poland chopping at it, as is Luke Dawick. Poland finally steps on it, and a bit of a shove for the pile, as it will be Blue ball off the shot clock violation. Tyler Ford down with it. He does find Joey Ferrazza, who looked for top corner, and now there is a crease violation. It's the other Ferrazza on the far side. Jacob, as this one's going to be brought up over center by Connell. Miles Newport has one already, tries to beat the double team, now cuts back the shot off the left leg of Carew. Off to the half boards, quickly worked for Parker Johnstone now as they get a fresh 30. Johnstone through the middle, continues to get batted around, and it'll be a crease violation as the last man knocked him into the blue. And that draws a round of applause from Steve Fryer. Practice roster third goaltender for the Toronto Rock. Brett Hickey also on that bench. Oh, what a reception reaching back was Zachary Smith. As we got 6.5 to play here. Connell with the interception again. He's leading the pack, but catching up in a hurry is Gavin Tebow. He gets back just in time to slap that one away. Peter Acevedo, he can't pick up as it rolls back for Ethan Staten. Staten takes a bump just as he's passing. The ball does work its way up for Hopkinson. Tommy Hopkinson. Cut back the other way. Over the shoulder. What a goal. At the 6 minute to play mark, Tommy Hopkinson. Beautiful. Newport and Staten on the assist. We are back to 5-on-5. We have been for a while. That one ties it up as well. Over the shoulder from Tommy Hopkinson. Not the best one we've seen all week. That goes to the junior division. I believe it was Luke Stevens. One hand bounced it off the turf behind his back to score as Hopkinson comes in again. He's drawn a penalty here as Red will go back to the power play. Hopkinson still trying to get away from Ethan Harkins as now Tyler Ford comes in to help out. Batted ahead and now picked up by Team Blue. And I think they said 7, which is Ty Taylor. Not sure what the call is, but it is a slash. It wasn't 7, it was actually 11. Luke Dawick is heading off here. Second time in the game. Second one he disagrees with, as it was a roughing call earlier after the goal when he collided hard with Brady Curran. So Phoenix pulling now as Hopkinson. Richardson back for Hopkinson. Tries to bounce one through the legs of Carew. Drops down, gets a little help from the friend there as well. Now it does come through the legs. Down the floor, off the face mask, it looked like of Q, as Pullen was all over him. Now Pullen, nice job to get in the shooting lane as Q corralled it. Minute 25 left in the power play for Team Blue. They come all the way up right close to center with Ethan Budway. Pardon me, that's Jack Budway. As Budway goes all the way around the crease here. 2 on the shot clock. He lets one rip. Does get a reset, but no rebound. As now Pullen comes up over center. Tommy Hopkinson draws the double team. That's off the stick of Budway. He wasn't sure where it was. That is now falling in front. Jaden Smith postures up, looks up and sees Hopkinson right in his way. We've seen the damage that Hopkinson's done already in this game. As we hit 3.5 to go, they roll it down into the corner. Liam Perro, lime green or bright yellow shoes, neon yellow depending on how you look at it. He's one of 2 players that has that color shoes. Jack McAlpine the other. As Hopkinson now comes in slowly. He's got Richardson with him. Here's Richardson skipping it off the turf, and that squeaks past the left leg of Wesley Carew. Richardson's second on the power play. Phoenix pulling. Tommy Hopkinson on the assists from the Thomas Richardson goal. And it comes on the power play as Q back to the face-off dot. Somebody moved early, and they're going to say it was Parker Johnstone, as Q will get it. I think the official was going to let them get away with that until it was actually Johnstone that said he moved early, or Q said he moved early, as Q tries to hit the top corner. Just hits nothing on the way out, so it'll be red possession. 2-minute warning here in the first half as Aiden Jack comes up over center. Back to McAlpine on the far side. The righty that wears those neon shoes. The lefty, of course, is Liam Perro. Here's Phoenix Poland. Couple dance steps trying to get Thibault off his shot. They were very late in the shot clock as that one goes up into the screening. Here comes Q. Eddie Q spins away from Perro. Now he's got a deal with Newport. He comes over. Quick ball movement, though, as they work into the corner. Comes back again. Spinning shot from Gavin Ashmore. Or pardon me, that's Ty Carty, rather. As Curran went low to make that save. Real tight game again here in the final of the Bantam division. Off the half boards, a big sidestep there. That one off a blue body as it goes off the backboards. Into the stick of Richardson before it just bounced harmlessly in on Carew. Dawick can't control this. It's picked up by Red. They want Thomas Richardson to try and go 2 for 1 here, as we're 41 seconds remaining in period number 1. Gets caught up in the feet of Aiden Jack, 36 seconds. They want a shot on net still. This one's going to be off the glass, up over center. Not quite at center, as it was red possession. Shot clock stuck at 12, 31.4 on the boards. As timeout was called as that ball was bouncing back, Mark Cardonio and the other official whose name we didn't actually catch up here in the Voos. We apologize. We'll discuss that one. As Jamie Batley will get the chalkboard ready. Already on the bench is Brady Curran, Nick Hackle. Will run the anchor leg for Team Red, we expect here, so that could be the season for Brady Curran, depending what happens on this possession. Put a bow on that conversation. Hunter Hartley will back up Wesley Carew. Luke Dawick wanted an explanation from the official prior to the timeout, as he'll now get it from Mark Cardonio. Didn't look like he liked the explanation he got, but here comes Hopkinson. Shot clock down to 5. Remember, it started at 12. Here in this possession, it's a twister shot that Carew saves, and quickly the blue bench calls timeout. And then grabbing the whiteboard here, looks like will be Brett Hickey. When you score 50 goals, that's a good guy to listen to. As Carew will go to the bench and having a look at Brett Hickey and Steve Fryer, two members of the Toronto Rockets. A good opportunity to remind you of the 2 Toronto Rock games this weekend, both at the Air Canada Centre. We've got Country Night coming up on Friday when the Rock hosts the Calgary Roughnecks. Tebe will be the halftime show there. And then Family Day on Sunday against the Vancouver Stealth, as there will be a team autograph session afterwards. Team Blue still in conversation. Over on the bench there, Luke Dawick is on the floor, as is Tyler Ford, Gavin Tebow, Eddie Q, Jack Budway. And I haven't caught a number on the last player yet. It looked like Harkins jumped over the boards at that timeout. But it will be started by Dawick down in his zone, close to his own empty net. 13 on the clock now. It'll be 10 as he hits the restraining line. As they go to Ford. In the corner, Dawick up top for Q. Jack was a little late arriving, as this is going to end the first half. It'll be a 5-4 lead for Team Red. Remember, ended the regular season in 4th place here in the Bantam division. They have the lead. Shots favor, rather, the home side, 14-13 for Team Blue. They'll switch goaltenders and ends. Take a second to reset. We'll do the same. We'll be back from inside the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Bantam Division Gold Medal Final. Second half comes your way next. Both Nick Hackle and Hunter Hartley have both seen action here in this second half in the early going. As there's another save, 2 now for Nick Hackle. As we've got a crease violation against Team Blue. We've played 1 minute in period number 2. Still 5-4 in favor of Team Red. Multiple goals from Thomas Richardson and Tommy Hopkinson. Miles Newport had the other. It was all Eddie Q. 3 goals there as he now passes to the far side, looking for, I believe that's Dawick on the far side. Pardon me, Tyler Ford as he now spins away. They're calling for the double team with 3 on the shot clock as it's just bounced wide. 3 goals in that first period from Eddie Q. 1 more from Luke Dawick as Aiden Jack passes through. Phoenix Poland just tries to bat at it. Picked up by McAlpine. Back for Poland, hits the inside of the far post. And this one bounces right close to center but doesn't go over. As Aiden Jack down for McAlpine, he rings it off iron again. And now Liam Perro has to give chase. Keeps it on the correct side of half. Long bomb pass right to the crease. What a save there made by Hunter Hartley as Jack McAlpine was right in front of him. McAlpine can't buy a goal here. Inside of the far post, off the crossbar, then a fantastic save by Hartley. Dawick off the glass, chases it back himself, and then tried to pass to Budway as Budway goes after it here, pulling over the back. Pardon me, that's Ty Taylor. As this is Budway. Thought about beating the double team, but didn't have the sunglasses to deal with the shoes. Everyone gets out of the way of Luke Dawick, who takes it to the crease, then passes back for Ford, fighting off a check. Ford scores. Budway and Dawick should pick up assists on the tying goal, as we're knotted 5 apiece here. 17-16 now are the shots on goal, as this is clearly the biggest crowd of spectators we've seen for a Rock Elite League game so far. The entire upper deck landing is full, and we can see a number of fans and parents and friends and family down in the stands underneath of us as well. 1 more day to go as well in the Rock Elite League action. It is tomorrow. The Midgets 3 games in that division, and we'll be in the house here at the JVI Sports Network as we round out our coverage of the 2015-16 Rock Elite League season. At rockeliteleague.com, hit the videos tab as we have a too many men call against Team Blue. Someone jumped early there. Mark Garnonio with the call. And already set up in the penalty kill is Team Blue. That penalty will be served by Jack Moss. As now Team Red has a too many men call, as they weren't quite set. And we'll go 4-on-4. That all that took was, as we look to the board, 12 on the clock. As Red tried to start with 6 attackers. It's 1 in the box from each side. And that took a while to get 1 in the box for Red. And it's actually taken 30 seconds off the Team Blue penalty. So it lengthens Blues power play on the other end. Shot goes in on Hackle, who makes the save, corrals it. He'll give back here for Hopkinson. Hopkinson cuts back on Eddie Q. Hopkinson still with it now inside the restraining line. Back over top of the restraining line. Q continues to harass him. Now it turns into a double team as he backs into Dawick as well. Still on the ground. And it's coming in to help out Ethan Harkins as they now reach for it, and it'll be a shot clock violation against Team Red. And rolled into the corner by Miles Newport. I think he gets the warning there from delay of game. As Newport now on Dawick. Dawick puts the brakes on as pressure comes back from Newport. He spins away. Comes back here from Gavin Tebow. Back up for Dawick. Room to shoot. That one hit either Hackle or the stick of Aiden Jack. It's in the corner for Tebow. Finds its way up for Dawick again. He has a quick peek for the clock. Luke Dawick waiting the extra 5 seconds for the Team Blue penalty to expire here. And this is what we were talking about earlier with how long it took for Team Red to get their man in the box, as it's now a lengthy 30-second power play for Team Blue. Shot clock ticking down. It now does expire, but not before Team Red can get possession. Connell, he gets around the first man. What a job coming back from Budway. Ends up clearing house. Gets a tap of congratulations from Hartley. As Blue's going to bring it up the near side. We are all even 5-on-5 on the floor as Newport intercepts. He's got a man coming out of the box. Coming in, forced to the wrong side, though, was Connor Batley, who took the shot, and they come up to center. Looking here for Tebow. Off the bench, here's Blue. Diving attempt to stay out of the crease with momentum carrying him in. Up over the top was Jaden Smith. Assist should go to Gavin Tebow on that one, as he brought it up the floor. Fantastic read as they caught Jaden Smith coming off the bench. Mark Arnonio will let the last minute switch from Team Red go through. As Parker Johnstone to the face-off. He'll be awarded it off early movement. Goes to his right-hand side for Hopkinson. Pardon me, I believe that's Richardson up top. As Hopkinson has that blue shaft of the stick. As he turns, he does reveal the 18. It is Richardson. Looking for Johnstone. 7 on the shot clock as Mark Cardonio has the count down low. Phoenix pulling. Needs to turn and fire. Can't do it, as it will be a shot clock violation. Mason Blacktop picks it up in the corner. Goes for Tyler Ford in front of his own bench. Had thoughts of going for the dive, but may have seen Thomas Richardson cutting through. Just inside the restraining line. They work it for Harkins. Ethan Harkins back to the far side. Big toe drag there from Jaden Smith, who just scored the most recent goal. As Hackle will flip to McAlpine. Jack McAlpine coming up over center. Already 9 minutes gone here in the second half. It's been a huge one. Speaking of huge, that is a massive check from Jaden Smith as he went through on Miles Newport. We heard him yell up here, just now getting off the floor as McAlpine finds Newport cutting through. Will he get cracked again? He is, as he goes down looking for revenge. He gets up hot. And as Newport will still be on, though. This is Smith with it, and then an extra chop in behind the play. Newport on Smith. They'll go their separate ways now, though, as the ball gets moved by Ethan Harkins to the far side. This one off the glass. It's going to roll straight back for Harkins, though. Harkins up top for Eddie Q. 3 already in the game for Q. A lot of them from this spot and in this way, but Aiden Jack knocks him at the last second. Take a little bit off that shot and makes it an easy save for Hackle. 10 minutes now gone as Aiden Jack look to go after Q. Jack now giving chase as Q steps over center and back over as he put the brakes on a little too quickly. Now Aiden Jack will get it away from Q. 6-5 lead for Team Blue over Red as Hopkinson tries to go over the top of the pile. Still with it now as they continue to whack at it. And one of those whacks rakes the grill, and we're going to have a delayed penalty as a shot comes here from Caleb Connell. Over to the far side, Hackle just now getting to the bench. As they go down low for Hopkinson again, takes a shot, Carew the save. And we'll see who's getting the high sticking penalty. It's actually going to be a slash. And heading to the box looks like Zachary Smith for his second trip here on the day. Shots also now favor Team Blue, 22-20, as they have the 1-goal lead. Hopkinson and Richardson, those big-bodied lefties. They do have Phoenix pulling on this side as well. He's got it now. 10 on the shot clock as they go back for Richardson. He bounces it in front of the goal. Goes up out of play as Gavin Tebow will be the first one there. Get play started now, back for Blue. Or for Luke Dawick. Goes around Tommy Hopkinson, then ducks under the low bridge, passes to the crease, and the return there. There was a big hit late on Jack Budway, just as he tried to jump out of the way. Down the floor looking for Connell. Back to the trailer, off the post again. That's 3 posts in the period. This time Parker Johnstone. Big hit on Luke Dawick. He spins away from Phoenix pulling. Dawick will get it back up top for, Peter Acevedo. Dawick bouncing to the far side. East-West game here for Blue as their shot clock hits 5, and then just a hard sidearm shot played there by Dawick. He gets taken out of the play in behind the net. Dawick will restart with it. They'll push him into the corner. All his teammates has gone down to play defense. As now Tyler Ford will step off the bench. Short-handed scenario still for 22 seconds. 14 Blue. They can't kill the entire thing as the shot clock has 1 second less. But effectively, this will do it for the Red power play. Here's Gavin Tebow. Tebow through the middle, a bounce shot comes in there. Then a big hit on Jaden Smith. He was looking for the rebound. Bringing it up over center. Here's Richardson. Jaden Smith faked the whack on him. As now it gets passed off. Gavin Ashmore here. Shot comes from McAlpine. Carew with the save. That's Hunter Hartley. As Newport goes after Dawick. Tyler Ford. He can't hang on as it's now flipped for McAlpine. As McAlpine starts the rush for Red. From his wrong side, looking for Newport. Back in front was Ethan Staten. And Hunter Hartley keeps that one alive. Nearing the 10-minute to play mark here in regulation time. Luke Dawick spins off a number of bumps there between Newport and Gavin Ashmore. As now a lengthy shift for Dawick. He'll head off as Ethan Harkins gets away from pressure. Collides with the double team again before getting it back up top. This is Mason Blacktop to the far side for Ford. Ford took a swipe at the ball. But it'll be Aiden Jack coming through for Red. Jack straight to the crease. The Bermuda Triangle closes in. Last second save made by Hartley as he flung the right arm out. Newport hard into Ty Carty as Carty just needs to get it up over center. And cutting in front of the ball there was Caleb Connell. Connell, he's got a step on his man, shovels it back for Perro. Perro can't get a shot away as it's down on the floor. Eddie Q now. Here comes Q up over center. One hand to cradle. He comes now over the restraining line. He has help on the far side. Elects to take the shot himself. It's worked 3 times already. Ty Taylor was the man on the far side. Ended up corralling the loose ball. Taken out hard for his efforts as Luke Dawick will slow things down now. Dawick and Q up top. Dawick with more room to work, but it's Tommy Hopkinson staring him down. Slow pick now comes. Poland marking Q on the far side. Q breaks coverage. Intercepted though. Picked out by Ty Taylor. He gets taken down hard. As now Q hard after the ball. Newport was there as well. And the shot clock will expire. Here's Perro. Up over center. Looks off McAlpine. He'll go for Richardson, who follows him off the bench. Still just a 1-goal lead for Team Blue. Richardson gets around a big pick, lowers the shoulder, and then the boom. The shot comes in again and ties things up. That's the hat trick for Richardson. Should be Liam Perro, we believe, picking up that assist. As we go back to the face-off dot again, Johnston blocked out by Jaden Smith, but it is going to be Johnston winning it. And Smith, fell coming around the corner. Here's McAlpine on the crease from Jack. Is that another one off the crossbar? From Jack McAlpine. 3 times he's hit iron in this game. This one off the glass, out of the reach of Tebow. Here comes Jack down with it. Interception here, though. This is going to be Jack Budway. Budway has Hopkinson spying him. Now Jack comes in late. Here's Budway. Finds Luke Dawick with it. Dawick for Tebow. Shot clock down to 15 as Tebow shoots over the top. Digging for it is Dawick. Still up for grabs. Mark Gardonio having a good look. And it will be Hackle who comes away with the ball. Trying to go up the middle of the floor, though. Here's Acevedo picking off Tebow. And McAlpine, stick high, sends that one to the turf. As Luke Dawick back for the loose ball. Quickly to the crease for Tebow. He gets his shot away. Sends it to the boards. Dawick again keeping the play alive. Here's Luke Dawick. Passing up top, Jaden Smith. A lot of movement in front. Here's Dawick. All the shooting lanes taken away for Team Blue. This one comes through. Actually rings off Parker Johnstone. As now falling is Budway as he tried to stop McAlpine. McAlpine to the far side, right in front of the red bench. As Luke Dawick was over top of him. Now Smith gets it back. Right close to the red bench. This one bounces free off the dasher board. Actually, as McAlpine took Jaden Smith down hard. Smith slow to get up, and now he's limping off the floor. Over top of everybody, trying to run under that was Zachary Smith. As it's played in the front, Tyler Ford, and Hackle lifts the right leg free. 5-hole opened up, but it was a good pad save made by Hackle. Back the other way as we close in on the final 5. Here's Aiden Jack. Slams on the brakes just inside the restraint line. Perro the shot into the 5-hole of Hartley. He hangs on for the whistle. Luke Dawick near side. Trailer coming hard is Newport. Dawick playing back for Harkins. Harkins trying to get away from Newport. Flip for Blacktop. Now Newport goes after Q. Q to the middle, takes a hard shot. First save made by Hackle, and then the momentum carries it through. Give 4 in the game for Eddie Q. Harkins and Dawick, we believe, on the assists. As the clock hits 4.5 to go. Remember, final 2 minutes will be stop time. It's now a 1-goal lead for Team Blue. They have a 3-shot margin as well, 28-25. In that regard. And more early movement against Blue. It's picked up by Johnstone. Over center, Richardson. He's got Q with him. Plays back for McAlpine. McAlpine in on Harkins. Harkins leaves McAlpine there. Over for Hopkinson. Perro spying forward so he can play the pick. He comes from Richardson instead. Richardson again, pick on Ford, and that allows the bounce shot to come from Tommy Hopkinson. He's got the hat trick. I believe that pass came from McAlpine way back when. It was a lot of individual effort. Hopkinson, though, which ties things up back at 7, 3:15 left to play in regulation time. If needed, we'll play a 5-minute sudden death 5-on-5 overtime. And if we need anything other than that, we'll let you know as that develops, because to be quite frank, I don't know. We haven't needed it yet this week. We did need the overtime in the junior game before Rowan Kelly ended up with the game winner. Hopkinson again had the wheels turning, looking for the big hit. Hopkinson over center. He falls hard. And now we've got a big hit. Jack goes down. As this is actually Batley. Batley in a lot of pain here on the floor right in front of us. Please don't point at your knee. And that's right where the trainer goes. It looks like it's actually more foot than anything else. We can see the grimace and the tears under that blue face mask. Just paying a lot of attention to that lower leg, foot. And it looks more ankle area than the knee, which was the initial concern, at least from us up here. Can tell you that Phoenix Pullen took the big bump at the end of the play as he has gotten up and made his way to the bench. He's actually back on, getting ready for the next play. Batley is now seated. And it looks like they're getting ready to assist him off the floor. As the second trainer now coming in to provide her assistance here to Connor Batley. Who is upright, but no weight being put on that left leg or foot as they went through the pain test and the motion tests. And again, it looked like it was a foot or ankle issue and not leg or knee for Connor Batley. But let's reset. Got business to take care of. We're tied 7-7, 2:26 on the clock. It's now Hopkinson. Works it to the half boards. Spinning away there. Big pick from Richardson. Trying to spring Parker Johnstone. Johnstone had the ball knocked free. He goes after the Lucy himself. Tyler Ford is in there, as is one of his teammates. Oh, a couple double fakes in midair from Johnstone as Eddie Q goes to the wall to pick it up. Inside the final 2 minutes here of regulation time. Q spins away from Newport. Played back up the wall. Luke Dawick, he'll slow things down. Back for Q. Newport all over Q as he heads down the straight through the middle. Give him 5. As he had Miles Newport all over him. Newport, if we were picking a 3 stars, would be on that list somewhere. He's been playing hard defense. Looks like the assist going to Harkins here. 5 goals for Eddie Q. As he makes his case for MVP of the game for Team Blue. Richardson and Hopkinson both have hat tricks for Team Red, if you're thinking on that side. Newport has been so good defensively as he gets first touch on Eddie Q here. Get the socks ready as he comes in, and he's going to pass off for Luke Dawick. Inside of 90 seconds as a big pick comes in from Harkins on Newport. Dawick works his shot clock all the way down to 5 now as Q rushes in all by himself, still tries to take the shot. It's a bouncer in front of Hackle. Hops up into the logo, and Hackle corrals. We'll keep our eye on him to see if he gets the call here. Exactly 1 minute to go as Aiden Jack crosses center. And we've got another player limping off the floor. Mark Gardonio picks him up. Picked him up from behind. It's Parker Johnstone who collapses in the corner in pain. As now coach will go check on him. Mark Gardonio helping him off the floor to keep play going here. Here's Luke Dawick. Bouncing over for Eddie Q. Q outside the restraining line. Shot clock down to 4 as it comes for Harkins. He was trying to get a reset, and this should be a timeout from the bench. As they're now calling the attention of another trainer. Connor Batley still getting attention down in the tunnel as they're now looking for attention to Parker Johnstone on the bench for Team Red. They will get last shot though. Nick Hackle has come to the bench to be part of this conversation. 20.4 on the clock. 1 goal lead for Team Blue. It will be Red possession. They can run this down to take the final shot and look to force overtime. Nick Rose on the bench. On the visitors bench. Taking pictures. Visit at Rock Elite League on Twitter, as that's where final highlights from this game will be posted, including our MVP, etc., etc., etc. And well, we've got a quick sec here. Our thanks to Nick Rose, Patty Campbell, who run the Rock Elite League, for their help on game days. Jamie Dawick and his staff, including Mike Hancock and Garrett Chisholm, as well, for helping us out all season long here as we cover Rock Elite League action for you. A big hit there. Oh, and Newport goes down, pops right back up. Here comes Pullen looking 5-hole. Save made by Hartley. Time for one last chance. Clock down to 1 second, and it will expire. And Team Blue erupts, and right for Hunter Hartley. Blue will take the Bantam Division title as everyone goes to Hunter Hartley. And rightly so, as he was huge in the final about 6 minutes or so. Team Red did everything they could, including that last second shot. What a season from both of these teams. Team Blue, 8-7 victors. Trophy presentation, handshake line still upcoming. My, oh my, what a season in the Bantam Division. What a final this has been. We've got one more for you. It comes in the Midget Division. We'll be back in the house tomorrow for a triple header to round out our season in the Rock Elite League. Our director and camera operator today has been Ryan Harkness. All season long, our executive producer, Gary Morrison, and Patty Campbell. On behalf of them, our JVI Sports Network crew, everyone involved with the Rock Elite League, including those we just mentioned. My name's Matthew Carrick, folks. We'll leave you with images from the trophy presentation inside the building. Blue are your Bantam Division champions. Number of these youngsters will now head to selection camps, as Eddie Q named the MVP of the game. Head to selection camps and tryouts for their local rep squads whatever you do this summer, get to the rink and support your local minor lacrosse club. And while you do it, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be elite.